On this episode of Beyond Bali, we are going to take you to a finest dining place that serves modern Australian cuisine from wood fire cooking technique. Such an uplifting dining experience in the heart of Seminyak. This restaurant could be the perfect choice for everyone who looks for the finest place to eat in Bali. Welcome to Salazon, where we can find excellent taste of food with finest service and magnificent atmosphere. Salazon at Envy Lane is a modern yet chic restaurant in Seminyak, featuring a private dining room, dry aging showroom, walk-in wine cellar, and Bali's only kitchen counter dining experience, which makes the moment of dining with a view of cooking chefs and kitchen activities becoming possible. The ambience of Salazon brings together families and friends to dine in and spend great time together in delight.
When you step into Salazon, you see a visual 180 degrees, well-sectioned, modern yet chic restaurant setting featuring the bar at the far end corner. You have the dry aging showroom or butcher room. On top of it, you have a walk-in wine cellar, private dining room here, and an open concept kitchen counter.
Salazon is a restaurant with 96 seating capacity, surrounded by artistic and playful elements. This theme is built to create the feel of warmth and modern rustic design of the restaurant, so everyone will feel comfy and every dish will taste way more appetizing in such atmosphere. Salazon restaurant offers wide array of dishes focused on modern Australian style of cuisine.
The style of cuisine that we offer to our customers here in Salazon is channeling towards modern Australian grill using wood fire cooking method in our custom-made Scotch oven.
The element of wood fire is essential for Salazon, since wood fire style of cooking is one of the signature techniques of modern Australian cuisine. By wood fire techniques, every dish will be getting the authentic flavor that cannot be replicated by any other way of cooking technique, which makes the dining experience at Salazon becoming unforgettable.
To ensure that we have all the elements blend in together perfectly, like the charcoal, the smoke, and to get the right char and flavor, we have to ensure that we use only specific woods, like citrus wood, that could be used for only white meats and seafood, and we use coffee wood for red meats.
The impeccable dining experience, made perfect, with great service and uplifting atmosphere. Here at Salazon, we can make our dining time as the moment to cherish.
Salazon features mostly family sharing style. Over here, the private dining room, it accommodates comfortably for 12 people, where they could enjoy our set menu put together by our chef, Paul. And with that, to complement with the best wines that we have by our wine sommelier.
When the flames glow, the smoke billows, and the aroma of slowly charred juicy meat blends with the flavors of herbs and spices. It is the time for us to get to know more about the dishes. Keep on watching Beyond Bali, and we are about to reveal the secret of the kitchen with the executive chef. The passion and appreciation for food and the industry from the people who work for makes Salazon grows and gains in popularity. Meet the executive chef of Salazon, Paul Luis, who leads his team to bring out the best and the finest service for everyone.
Hey, how are you going? I'm Paul and I'm the chef here at Salazon here in Bali. Yeah, so we have a rather close team. Some of the senior guys have been with me for on and off about 5.5 to 6 years now. We've been to Bali, to Maldives, and now back to Bali to launch this. Then with the help of them, we recruited a team of local rock stars, and through that we've made this concept come to life through mistakes, learning, and just working together to make it all right. Very, very simple story for success. Well, I've always had a passion for it. I mean, it's been around for a long, long time, but something I've always been interested in. And I was fortunate in my last job that they supported me in doing this, so I started to develop a real passion and a knowledge for it. So when I was fortunate enough to get this opportunity, we could take it full scale. So it's always just been a passion for me, and learning every day through trial and error. As I said before, we've made a lot of mistakes. A lot of stuff's hit the bin, but now we're on a good trend. So what we're doing seems to be working and tasting pretty good. So.
Salazon brings exciting style of wood-fired technique to Bali and makes our palate experience the most flavorful dishes that made with passion. Within this restaurant, we can experience the smell, heat, sounds, and oversee the kitchen operation while we dine and enjoy the time. This is the first restaurant in Bali where we can indulge our senses in the pleasure of culinary experience.
So the first thing a guest will see when they walk into our restaurant, despite how lovely it is, they'll see our 5.2 tonne Scotch oven. And that pretty much fuels everything we do. So I want the guests to see the heat, the sweat, the passion, the skill, everything that goes involved with what we do. So we got the dry aging down the back, so we're happy to take guests in and explain what we're doing. They can even choose their meat if they want a bigger piece. Happy days, we can do it for them and cut it right there for them. Then obviously with the open kitchen, they can see everything we do. So they can come up, have a chat with us, we can tailor something for them, or just learn about how we're cooking and ask questions on how and what we do. It's a pretty simple formula. Well, obviously everything we do is centred around the Scotch oven, cooking with fire, so from the fire, heating up the oven, then taking the charcoals, cooking over on the grills, using for our smoker, in turn with our dry aged meats, a lot of our pickling and all homemade sauces. So pretty much going back to basics, done with a modern interpretation. So back to the old fashioned way of cooking.
Every piece of meat is succulent, and your expectations will be well surpassed. Salazon prepares its finest ingredients through such complex techniques that will bring the perfect flavor, texture, and aroma that will impress you.
So at the back of the restaurant you can see we have the open show butcher. So in there we do a lot of our dry aging and in-house curing. You can see on the left-hand side of it when you walk in that we have a lot of the meat products. A lot of it's sourced from Australia, stockyard beef we're using, and we're looking to source a few other ones. We're in contact with suppliers now. The dry age process on that is between minimum usually 21 up to about 120 days. We keep the 120 day one because some people do request a strong inami taste, but in general we keep it between 21 and 45. Just so it increases the depth of flavour, tenderness, and gives that guest a welcome experience to the dry age process. And the next one you'll see we dry age a bit of fish as well. We have some tuna, some fish that we hang in there as well, depends what we get from the market. Same thing, takes a bit of moisture out, increases the flavour of the fish, natural oils. Really, it's a nice experience. If you want to try it, please do. Then on the far side of it, you'll see we have the in-house charcuterie. So we're making a lot of hams. So we've got bresaola, lamb prosciutto, duck ham, lardo, year-aged dry hams, bunakal, pancetta, sopressata, salami, air-dried beef ham as well. So we just experiment a lot and try and make a lot of different things, had a lot of failures, but when they do work, it's pretty good. Then also we make some terrines as well, which we include on our charcuterie plate.
Let's take a look at the menu. We're sad that it's prepared simple, unpretentious, yet sophisticated. Chef Paul Louis has prepared 3 best dishes from Salazon, and there you go.
So the first dish you had was the octopus. So very simple dish. So basically what we do is we get the fresh octopus, goes through a few processes, and then we cook it in a Dutch or a camp oven as it's called, slowly with the coals around it in this customised 30 kilo pot that we got made. It was actually a cock-up from the supplier, but ended up being an absolutely amazing utensil that we got, so we keep using it all the time. And then it's paired with a fermented chili dressing and some roasted fennel and onion puree. So we have a pickling and fermenting room out back, so we obviously ferment our chilies for a certain time, then mix it with some fresh herbs to make a lovely little salsa. So then we put the onion and fennel into the firebox, pretty much make it black and then make a lovely little puree. Then we just assemble it all together, and yeah, it just works. It's a dish that was made by complete accident and it just works, so I'm very happy with it. So for the main course you had the 32-day dry aged T-bone. Personal favourite of mine, I love T-bone, and that's why it's on the menu, because I just love it. So yeah, you were fortunate enough to come in, and yeah, as we did, we cut it to order for you with our hand bone saw. Then simply we just grilled it over the wood. We used the coffee, rambutan, and a little bit of air-dried thyme to get a bit of smoke and flavour into the beef. Then it was just served with some sautéed mushrooms with bone marrow. Again, I love bone marrow, so that's why it's in there again. Then with some of our sides. So we had the roasted baby corn, our hasselback potato, and our grilled broccoli, which are some of our best sellers. So you're lucky enough to experience those. For dessert, you had the burnt pineapple. The reason it's on the menu is I absolutely love pineapple. It's my favourite fruit, so wherever I go, I always have pineapple for a dessert. So yeah, this one goes through a few processes. The whole pineapple is slowly cooked in the coals overnight with the skin and everything. Then in the morning we take it out, pureed, and that's what makes our ice cream. Then with the other side of it, we peel it, then marinate it in a whiskey, sugar, blah, blah, blah solution. And then it's burnt for a couple of hours slowly on our grill. So it gets a bit of smoke, a bit of char on it, then it's slightly thin like a carpaccio. Served with salted caramel and marshmallows, which I love again, which are burnt, and just some hazelnuts and walnut and fresh herbs. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about this dessert. I've even got the tattoo of the pineapple on my arm. So that's how much it means to me.
Great food, perfect ambience, and fine service. Plus, we still have things we can do to spend our great time here at Salazon at Envy Lane. Keep it up with Beyond Bali, and we are going to live out the night here. There are many ways that we can do to have a great time here. After had enough indulging ourselves with delectable dishes, now we can have some sips and leisure as well. Located on the second floor above Salazon, here we can hang out at Envy Lane Lounge and enjoy the night.
In Envy, we're an entertainment venue where all of the happenings take place after 7 p.m. Whilst the restaurant in Salazon, everything that you have that is displayed here are mostly best suited for evening time or evening wine and dine. That is the whole feel, the atmosphere, the dim lightings. You get a whole lot of the buzz better during nighttime.
Take my hand and show me what it's like when the sun goes down.
The array of wine and liquors can be the perfect choice to make your night. Salazon at Envy Lane invites you to experience its signature 21 barrel aged trolley cocktail.
When the lights are gone,
I'll say the Moscow Mule would be the best seller here. It's refreshing, it's something easy to go along with any dishes you ordered. Aside from that, we have our very own signature cocktail using cocktail trolley where we bring the trolley over to your table, and one of it being called the 21 aged barrel. So 21 aged barrel, you have bourbon with sweet vermouth, so that's being aged for 21 days in our oak barrel over here, added with cherry syrup and chocolate bitters, and there you have it, the best of cocktail trolley ever served to you.
Salazon at Envy Lane is a perfect place to dine in, chill out, and enjoy some special events with your favorite people. With this kind of modern and chic atmosphere, you may also book the place for your own special events.
Had quite a lot of events hosted in Salazon. For example, like birthday celebrations, we have had hands party, we have had social party working together with hotels, and collaborations with guest bartenders and guest chefs. So definitely an event venue. So for events and parties with us, you can reach out to us via info@envylane.com. We're also on Facebook under Salazon Bali and Envy Lounge. That's also on Instagram as well. So follow us and like us, and hope to see you guys soon.
What makes the perfect dining experience are the people you dine with and the place that satisfies all of your senses. The overall experience from dining at Salazon makes you want to go back anytime there's a chance to do so, to savor every dish and cherish every moment spent while here. Salazon Restaurant will also be delighted to be able at your service, so you're going to have the finest culinary experience that beyond your expectations.